Hi, in this tutorial you're going to learn how to play the C major scale. There's a few things you might want to know before we jump into the actual finger positioning for the C major scale, and a couple of those things will be a few vocabulary words we're going to be talking about and using throughout this tutorial. The first vocab word you're going to want to be familiar with is a scale. A scale is when you start on one note, say a C for instance, like we will in the C major scale, and then end on that same note, but it'll be an octave higher. So you'll be playing 8 different pitches starting on a C and then going all the way up step by step to the next C. That is a scale. Typically in scales, you're not skipping notes in between, you're just playing it one after another. So for instance, in the C major scale, we're gonna be playing a C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And then that will be the scale. The next thing you're gonna wanna know are your finger numbers. Finger numbers are the actual numbers you're gonna be using to play the ukulele. So for our left hand, we're gonna be using our first finger, second finger, third finger. We also use our fourth finger, but we do not use the thumb to make chords. When plucking the C major scale, we're just gonna be using our thumb. However, you could also use your pointer finger as well. I recommend the thumb just because we're gonna be going slow, and then that makes it really easy to just follow along. The next thing you're gonna wanna know or be familiar with are the ukulele strings. On a ukulele, there are actually 4 strings, and starting on the right side of the ukulele, it's where the first string is, second, third, fourth. So when you're holding the ukulele, the first string is lowest to the ground and the highest string is closest to your face. They each have a pitch. Now for the first string, that's an A, the second string, that's an E, the third string, that's a C, and the fourth string, that's a G. Now I always start for the fourth string to the second string, so that would be G, C, E, A. And that's what most people do when they're looking at their instrument being in tune. Now the reason why that's important is because you need to be familiar for the C major scale with the third, second, and first strings. Those are the strings we're going to be using to create all the pitches for this scale. All right, let's get into it. Now I moved you closer so you can really see what I'm doing with my left hand when I'm making these different finger positions. The first string you're going to be using to start on that C, or what we're used to knowing as like middle C, will be the third string. Now that's an open third string. You don't have to do anything with your left hand at the frets up here. You're just going to pluck that third string, and that's your first pitch. That's the C. The next thing you're gonna do is take your second finger and then place it on the third string, second fret. And that's your D. Now, if you press on or squeeze the string here and you get a weird sound like that, where it should sound really nicely, it means you're not pressing hard enough or you're not squeezing hard enough. Similarly, if you're plucking too hard, you can also get that sound, and that is happening because you're plucking so hard, the string is smacking the fretboard, and that's how you're getting that sound. So you just want a nice light pluck, and you want to make sure your finger is really positioned nicely. A good way I always tell my students to note that is you can see an indent on my finger from where I was pressing on the string. That is totally normal, and that's what it should be like. Eventually, as you could see when I showed you, I have kind of like calluses on my fingers, and that just happens because you build up that strength and you build up that resistance, and you're able to play the strings a lot easier. So to review, we have C, D, and then you're gonna move to E. E is the next string down on string 2, and that's just an open E. So altogether, that's C, D, E. The next pitch you're gonna be playing is an F. For that, you're gonna take your first finger, place it on the second string, first fret. And that's your F. Then you're gonna take your third finger, go to the second string, third fret, and that's your G. Followed by an open A, which is the first string. Then you're gonna take your second finger, place it on the second fret, first string, and that's your B. And then you're going to use your third finger, place on the next fret down for your C. So you can hear it goes C, C, and that's the entire scale. If you're familiar with solfege, that's the same from going do, do, or if you're gonna play the entire scale on solfege, that would be do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and that's your entire scale. On pitch names, that's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And that's the whole scale. So let's try it a little bit faster. What we're gonna do is we're gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4. And on every one you get to, I want you to go up the next pitch. So starting on C, we have C, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, E, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, B, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4. Let's try it now on, you're going to be moving the next pitch up on your 1 and 3 counts. So for instance, that would be C, 2, D, 4, and so on. Okay, let's try it. 1, 2, here we go, and C, 2, D, 4, E, 2, F, 4, G, 2, A, 4, B, 2, C, 4. Now let's try it on every beat. Now, if you're not quite ready for that, just go back and keep practicing until you're ready to play it that smoothly. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go, and C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. When you're at this point, as an extra challenge, I would encourage you to try playing it backwards. That would be C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. Then when you're done with that, play it forward and backwards. That would sound like this. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. Now you notice I'm using that particular fingering. It's really important to make sure you're using the correct fingering because you could play on every pitch on your first finger, but look at the transition between that. So I'm going to use my first finger for everything rather than the correct finger positions. So I have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So I can play it, but it's so much smoother using the correct fingering positions because you have the C, your D is already there, your F is going to be ready when it's after the E. I can easily press down more my G, my A is available, my second finger just goes over, and my third's already in that position. So it's really smooth if you're using the correct fingering. And all this time, you wanna make sure that your thumb is supporting the ukulele on the back. It might peek out a little bit, but as long as you're not using your hand or your palm to support the neck, you should be fine. So as you're playing, there should always be space between your palm and the neck of the ukulele. If you don't want to use it, like you're not gripping the ukulele with your hand, you're just using it to support. And if you're using the correct amount of pressure to make the different pitches, you should be fine. I hope you found this helpful in learning how to play the C major scale. What's really great is if you know how to play these particular pitches, you can really expand your repertoire of ukulele playing. What you can start doing is picking out the melodies to songs or even combining melodies with chords. So make sure to keep watching so you can learn more tips and tricks and how-tos of playing the ukulele, and that way too you're more prepared when it comes to playing more difficult ukulele rep. Thanks so much, have a great day. Bye-bye.